Hi everyone. It is the 29th of October of 2024 and it's been a long time since I've done one of these. Back in August of 2023 I did loads of these videos where I was reading through old gaming magazines and then I just stopped. I sort of just got bored of it and I thought, hey, I should start doing that again. So, I mean, maybe I will. Maybe I will continue. Maybe this is a one-off. We'll see how I feel. But I figured, yeah, that was quite fun. I'd like to do that again. So here we go. And today we have GameNow magazine. What issue is it? Oh, can I? How do I zoom? Oh, okay. Gotta go this way. Right. May 2003. Volume 3, number 19. And something's going down on page 14. Got some Pokemon, some Game Boy Advance secrets. Special report, 3 days in Tokyo Gamer Heaven. And oh, Tomb Raider, the Angel of Darkness. We all know how that went down. And Enter the Matrix as well. Over 3001 codes, tips and tricks. Well, let's get to it. Hold on, did I? Just to make sure that I've got this right. Hold on. Okay, I'm just trying to get back to used to the controls of how to do this. Okay, so first off we have PlayStation, live in your world, playing hours. We have some dodgeball game. Look at that. It's left an imprint. I mean, I know, okay. So, there's a particular visual effect here where concave images can look convex, but with a different, like, but you interpret it as having a different lighting source. But that mouth looks like it goes, like, inwards. Shouldn't it be going outwards? Regardless, I don't even know what this is for. My street is overrun with punks. Tearing up backyards with RC race cars. RC race cars? Oh, yeah. I was thinking, doesn't RC mean race cars? It means remote controls. Dominating the beat with games of volleyball, and you've already seen what they do with dodgeballs. Right. The thing is, though, so this just says dodgeball, so just 1-7 games you can play online with My Street. So they're advertising this game called My Street, okay? And so this is the 2-page spread. Now they've got a logo in the top corner there, I suppose. So this is the 2-page spread, and all they're showing you of the game is like these dinky little screenshots down here. One second, I'm going to open up the curtain because it's getting dark. Annoying sunlight angles. Not what I want. Okay. So this is the image that they've got, and they're saying like, well, there's dodgeball on it. And that's represents this game here. Right. Ooh. Contents. Got some Castlevania action. Sonic Adventure DX. Ooh. Angel of Darkness. Got some Pokemon. Ikaruga. It's got Mayhot 10. Rants and Raves. I do like to see the Rants and Raves. Oh, here we've got Super Puzzle Fighter 2. Which, I mean, I don't know if it's got anything to do with Street Fighter other than the fact that it's got characters. Like there's Sakura. We've got Ryu and Ken at the bottom down there. And who are these? They're, they're from Darkstalkers, is it called? I don't know. Editor's note. Why are games late? You're late, Lara. I get pretty miffed when certain games slip month after month, mainly because I'm impatient and want to play them now. Besides, games that miss their dates wreak havoc on GameNow's preview format. Poor Ethan has to work especially I'm not someone who says especially hard to make sure all the games in May's Hot 10 are actually shipping in May. Ugh. So why are some games late? Well, they give a few reasons there. Oh, we're going to see some of the favourite games of 2002. Meet the editors. Oh my god. This person, trapped inside a Game Boy Advance SP. Is no one else concerned? And this person is a cartoon. What's Miguel Lopez all about? He's the strategy editor. If there's one thing you can count on Miguel for, is that he'll suppress your pain like aspirin. He's also got your back, but remind you that you'd best watch your front. What? Best watch your front? I've not heard that before. Just noticed here, will FF11 come out in the US? What are Rare's new Xbox games going to look like? Will Angel of Darkness be delayed again? Oh, they're excited about Angel of Darkness. And over here, Kung Fu Chaos, Face Full of Fists, and I have no idea what this game is supposed to be. So they're making a movie? I guess. Oh, Final Fantasy Origins. That's a gem. But first, we'll have a look at these rants and raves. Letter of the month. Right. On my Animal Crossing file, Namek with Goku. How come the houses are different colours? At first I thought they were only pink and blue houses, but today I saw that Aziz the Lion has a gold house. Plus, my friends... That was just a water bottle making a strange noise there. My friend Stephen and I argue over whether Melee in Super Smash Bros. Melee is pronounced Melee or Melee. I think it's pronounced Melee. And now in issue 17, Mickey says the name changed to Game... Says the name changed to GameNow. So what was your old name? P.S. Courage, tell you, I hate all monkeys. Keep the zings coming. That could sound really bad out of context. Anyway, pink got houses. Maybe you need to adjust the colour on your TV. On Animal Crossing's map screen, you'll notice that the houses above your town's cliffs are blue. And those below the cliff are purple. Just a visual clue as to the elevation of the houses. And haven't you and Stephen heard of a thing called a dictionary? Well, a dictionary, that doesn't... Does that tell you the pronunciations? And like a paper dictionary? I mean, maybe. Well, it says there. Here's a cool thing. Go to www.m-w.com, type in Melee. I would say Melee, and hit the megaphone icon. If your computer has sound... Oh, if your computer has sound... you'll hear the pronunciation. GameNow was formerly Expert Gamer, and before that it was EGM2. Now I have a question for you. How do you know Phil had an ocarina? Did he mention that? I don't know. Right. 3 questions. I have 3 questions. My first is, your magazine rocks. That's not a question. That's a statement. It should be a question mark at the end of the thing. Your magazine rocks, or your magazine rocks, or your magazine rocks. Second is, can I be coming out with any more games for Yu-Gi-Oh? My final is on Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. My uncle says there is a nude code. Is there? If so, please post it. Thanks. Yeah, back in the early 2000s. Well, they address what I just said. First, your magazine rocks is not a question. It's what we English speakers call a declarative sentence. I would have called it a proposition, but okay. It's not asking anything. Second, you can bet that as long as people keep buying them, Konami will keep churning out Yu-Gi-Oh games. Well, they'll eventually do microtransactions, but they didn't know that at this point. Graphics overrated. See what people think in 2000 and... Was it 2003, this one? One thing you'll see with today's games is that most of them have extremely detailed graphics, sound, etc. Of course, the games will be very entertaining, but sometimes they aren't as long as you want them to be, and I think some people pay too much attention to graphics. Something I would like to see is a game with 16-bit graphics like on SNES that's on a disc like a GC, a GameCube, PS2 and Xbox. That way the graphics don't take up much room on a disc and there is room for plenty of other stuff, like more storyline, speech, or whatever. Let's say there were two Zelda games. One has amazing graphics and sound, the other one has SNES style graphics but extremely long. Which game would you choose to play? Yeah, okay. We choose whichever game was more fun. At the end of the day, when you get right down to it, it doesn't matter how great the graphics or sound are, or how long the game is. If it's not fun to play, I mean, okay. I mean, I think that's a given, though. I think in these types of discussions, you can't just say like, well, personally, I prefer music that's good. Do you think we should do you think we should add some like extra layers of guitar at this point, or do you think we should maybe fade the drum out a little bit? Well, personally, I like music that sounds good. Doesn't really answer the question, does it? Anyway, remastered editions of Final Fantasy Origins, Final Fantasy 1 and 2. I would argue these are the best versions of the game, although I'm not keen on the translation of Final Fantasy 2. But yeah, two complete classic games in one exclusive package, two amazing stories with dozens of hours of gameplay each, plus all new enhanced graphics and bonus features, two incredible adventures at one low price. Yeah, well, this game did come out in 2003. Yeah, 2003. I guess it's 2003. I kind of forgot. But look. The old days anyway, turning over to see this guy. Whoa! Oh! I turned it like at the right point, and I was thinking like, oh, that's just some random dude. And I scroll up, and it's like, oh, never mind. Right. Mario Mix-Up. Now, I know you guys have always been committed to giving people the best and most accurate information ever since you were EGM2 and then Expert Gamer. Oh, showing their knowledge, their game and now law knowledge. But in your most recent issue, number 17, March, in the top 10 Mario-centric game section, you have made a gross oversight that fills me with rage against the human race. Number 2 is Super Mario World, which says you can't go wrong with a game that introduced the world to Yoshi. Contrary to popular belief, this game did not introduce the world to Yoshi. If I am correct, the game Yoshi introduced the world to Yoshi. It was for the NES, and you played as Mario. You had to manipulate columns of Goombas and Koopas, and if you made an egg, a Yoshi hatched out of it. So yeah. Showed them. Contrary to popular belief, you really are a bonehead. Everyone knows that Yoshi debuted in Super Mario World. That was one of the big game selling points. Need a little more evidence. Super Mario World for Super NES was first released in Japan in November 1990. The game, of course, featured Yoshi. The game we know as Yoshi. It's called Yoshi no Tamago or Yoshi's Egg in Japan, and Mario Yoshi in Europe. Came out in Japan for the Famicom, the Japanese NES, and Game Boy more than a year later. Oh, you get back at them. See the copyright date on each lot. Oh, guess who's the bonehead now? Did they say bonehead? Oh no, this person did. The reply did. Oh, how come the letter art winner game always references your and scroll back up mag? Like in issue 15, the winner of a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge with the caption "GameNow San Francisco." Another issue number 5 where the winner and another thing. Just gonna skim this. P.S. What if Peach kicked Mario in the crotch and he could never enlarge by eating mushrooms? Just random little question at the end there. That's just 2 issues out of 19, so that hardly qualifies as always. So you're not gonna address their Mario crotch kicking question. That's an omission if I ever saw one. Right. First of all, your mag rocks. Oh, they've always got a feature that, doesn't it? It's the only magazine I subscribe to, and I'm loving it. I have been subscribing for 3 years now. I'm realising this guy on the side here is just keeping an eye on me as I read this. But your strategies in GameNow look as though they have been cut down in size. In Expert Gamer, your strategies were totally mind-blowing with tons of detailed maps and expert strategies. But now they don't do that, I guess. So, wait a minute, Simon. We're already devoting more than half our page to strategies and tricks, and to do more than that would mean cutting out the previews and reviews you say you love. Yeah. Then you'd wait and complain about that. Oh, oddball letter of the month. I've got to read this. I was going to move on, but I would have to read this. The little link hater. Oh my god, this hair. How dare you criticise serious RPG gamers for disliking Zelda on GameCube? First, Link's new look makes him look like a stupid bobbing head doll at a cheap novelty store. Second, the graphics are too cheesy for that system. It doesn't show any justice to its N64 cousin. Third, he's an only child, for crying out loud. So they're saying it's canonically wrong for him to have a sister? Because he has a sister in the game, doesn't he? That sick joke about featuring him in Soul Calibur 2 really blows faith. Whoever wrote Marches Hot or Not needs to get his eyes checked, because The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker should be in the not area and the little Link haters should be in the hot area. Finally, serious RPG gamers who took advantage of the offer to reserve the Wind Waker did it just so they could get Ocarina of Time. They probably mailed Wind Waker back to Nintendo with a note saying, "Take this stupid game and shove it." Oh, tell you what, I got the because it was on the GameCube. I remember getting that, thinking like, oh wow, I'll get both of the games, and that was a motivation. But I still really liked Wind Waker. Less with the hate and more with the love. If you can't handle a graphical change to Link, you're going to miss out on one of the best games of 2003. Trust us. Can't you accept Link in any form in any game except Ocarina of Time? Are you going to get Ocarina of Time for GameCube just so you can keep playing Ocarina of Time forever? Ignoring a brand new, critically acclaimed game? I mean, we love Ocarina too. But you seem a little insane to us. Oh. Anyway. Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku 2. How strong is it in you? Time to feed the need. Right. Okay then. Oh, I have a friend that had one of those. What's your favourite video game song ever? One Winged Angel, yeah. Eyes on Me, yeah. Opening songs of Final Fantasy. Okay, Otherworld. I always found with Otherworld, I always thought like it was so, I don't want to say bad, but I always thought like this is so weird, and I never really liked it much. The Mario Bros theme. Kefka's Laugh. I wouldn't call that a song. In fact, I wouldn't call most of them songs. Hates games. Perhaps the people on your staff are unbiased, but I am not. Is this still... I guess this is still the opinion pieces. Strange to have them so early. I wish Bill Gates had never tried to fatten his pockets by extending his reach into the video game console area. Now you may wonder when my rage was incarnated. Well, I don't remember the date exactly. All I know is that I was eagerly awaiting the arrival of Shenmue 2 for Dreamcast. I was glad Expert Gamer reassured me that Shenmue 2 was coming out for the Dreamcast in just a few months. Then the unthinkable happened. It didn't come out in the United States due to the evil tyrant Bill Gates. So it's amazing. It's amazing just how emotive people are about things that seems like you look at this and you just think like that seems so silly. Like they're so passionate. Like so someone will come on and they'll say like, "Oh my god, I despise Mario Sunshine. It's the worst game ever made." People who make should be ashamed of themselves. And now onto all the stereotypical writings of my fellow readers. Your mag rocks, brings Aeris back to life, blah blah blah. P.S. Sorry, going off on Bill Gates and Xbox, he's just really pissed me off. Also, your magazine is well written. I'm sick of them saying your magazine is really good. By the way, I really like. It's like It's like they tried to find a way to like say that without making it sound like they're just repeating. So it's like your magazine is well written, and it's like it's like they had to. But it's like, oh, by the way, I do like you. Please feature my comment. If you want to play Shenmue 2, which according to Ethan is the best game ever. Though keep in mind you also like Britney Spears for her music. You need to help line Uncle Bill's pocket with more of that green stuff. Although in Shenmue 2's case, Microsoft undoubtedly took a loss because the game was insanely expensive to make and didn't sell well. Worst thing ever? Oh, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you guys? Okay, so we're going to hear the worst thing that's ever happened to Justin Dark. Yeah. I guess. It's just, I don't know. Just random history stuff, I guess. Keep the good work, guys. With the exception of Phil, who still don't know jack about Paper Mario if he thinks the Goomba thing is better than the Paratrooper. And your mag rocks. Is that going to be their catchphrase from now on, I wonder? Phil, I don't really hate you. I just want to make fun of you because I can, and the hate gods now burn me. Oh, I'm sorry. Please feature my comment. Phil knows plenty about Paper Mario, apparently. The Paper Mario strategy guide you're referring to is written by one of the quality workers who's no longer here, not by Phil. Well, I guess they got shown the door because they weren't good enough at their job. I'm 12, and I think your mag rocks. The only reason I found your mag is because I was walking around Barnes & Noble and I saw it. And I thought it was the best mag out of all of them. I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I think you need a Star Wars corner. And if you make one, it should be about the games. P.S. Could you measure Lara Croft's bra, please? Please. Imagine that question from a 12-year-old. Please. Hi, I'm 12. Please. Well, I'm trying to think of a word to say this. Please satisfy my horniness. It's so weird. Anyway, yeah. Intec game screens. Yeah, I have a friend who had this on the PS2 here. The thing is, you try playing like a PS1 game, and if it's got small text, like Suikoden and Suikoden, I don't know how you pronounce that, or if you want to pronounce it, and Final Fantasy 7, sometimes the text, like it doesn't show all the pixels, so it can be a bit awkward. Okay, whoa. I think we're gonna Doodle Showcase. Is this page 14? It is page 14. Color Quest. Right, when we first played Color Quest, we were intrigued by all the game's ability that you create just about any type of creature you'd like and take into battle. So these are just these are all the creatures that people made. What is this? The wiggle, soft, and rotate items are difficult to show in a screenshot. These features constantly as you move your doodle animate. See this guy's red pupils? They're constantly wiggling around, which makes this doodle look crazy. Yeah. And that looks like what's it called from Monster Rancher? Wizzo? Is it called Wizzo? I don't know. Anyway, this thing just has a t-shirt that says Freak on it. You can even create some of your favourite Pokemon. Yeah, there's Pikachu. Oh, look at this Comic Sans font. And now it's dark outside. Oh. Dave Me receives acclaim. BMX XXX. This would be, hold on. Some controversy there. I mean, that's not the controversy that you would expect from a game like BMX XXX, but I guess that's what happened. Ghost Recon Expansion. It's a first for Xbox. Ubisoft is cranking away on a standalone campaign disc for Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. Right. And here, oh, Dark Cloud 2. So again, how does this? Again, this like if you were to show me like, oh, okay, this image here, what game is this advertising? I think it's 2003. I'd think, oh, it would be some sort of like weird story game where it's like, ooh, choose your path. When you can do anything, the hardest part is doing anything. Yeah, I don't know what I would think, but I would not think, oh yeah, that's Dark Chronicle. Create weapons, invent gadgets, and restore the future, rebuilding the past with enhanced georamming system that puts the fate of the world in your hands. It's a really good game. It is a really good game, but that's not the game I would think of with that image. Sam Fisher returns. I'm probably going to go over this quite quickly. This bit here. Man, it's dark now. 1 second. Go turn the light on. Oh, and despite it being dark, the sun is still shining in my eyes. Although, it'll be going behind that house soon. Okay. Finally, Nintendo fans are getting Splinter Cell in May. Oh, GB. Oh, okay. So there's the Game Boy Advance. I do wonder, you know, like, because if you can't tell, I'm really not interested in a lot of these, like, types of games, but I wonder if you've got something like this on the GBA, like, that looks like more like the type of game that I'd like to play, but I don't know if I'd actually like it, if you know what I mean. It just seems, it's like, oh, well, that's more akin to something that I might want to play, but I don't know. But it's something I never would have thought about. Because you always think of those games as like Game Boy Advance versions of games is just, because it's a different game, isn't it? That's what it used to be. Whereas now, there wouldn't be that distinction. You wouldn't have like a portable version of a game, which is essentially a different game that sort of like you don't know about. When you hear the name Gunpei Yokoi, you don't immediately think of one of the great names of gaming. I recognise that name, but I'm not sure where from. Yeah, I don't know. New Metroid in the works. So would that be Metroid Prime? Metroid Prime 2, I'm guessing. Gets leaks on Xbox 2. Digital media capabilities as in video and photo editing. I don't think the 360 had that. Not that I remember. It also expected to both enhance internet capabilities. More details as they come. Ooh, Halo 2 in 2004. Crave. StarCraft, Warcraft and Diablo action toys announced. And is that like a manga or a DVD? Oh, it's a DVD. Alright then. Oh, we've got some Castlevania stuff going on here. Mayhot 10. Oh, okay. Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. Looking very nice. I played Symphony of the Night. That's the only real like Metroidvania style Castlevania game I've played. But I've got to say, like a game like this would be something I'd be very interested in trying out. Why is it cool? That's a good question. It's 2D and need we say more? Yes. Well, I suppose it's Castlevania and it's 2D. Is a bit more than me just saying it's 2D. The last two installments on the Game Boy Advance were terrific. I guess it's them saying like, oh, it's what's the term? Saying like the series has got a good track record. Should we worry? Depending on whether you believe it's possible to have too much of a good thing. Used to be we get new Castlevania ones every blue moon, but these annual releases almost make you take the series for granted. So yeah, like I was thinking about this recently. Like you don't get these weird like games anymore that just sort of like appear on the side that you don't think about. So like Castlevania is like a big series, or at least it was a big series, and then these like Game Boy Advance games they just come out and you might not even know about them, even if you're aware of Castlevania. But now, if a game is big, you'll know all about it. You know all about every single game in the series that comes out. Yeah, you've got to jump on this one when it comes out. Konami has crafted a series that stands as GBS Best, and now that GBSP is out, you won't have to worry about straining your eye to see the dark background. See, sometimes when looking at these magazines, I mean, like I say, it has been a while, but sometimes I see the, like, I'll go around and I'll see screenshots, and I'm genuinely thinking to myself, like, I want to play that game. You've got these very attractive looking characters. Yeah, I mean, this looks like, to me this looks really nice. We've got some screenshots of different enemies. Blue Crow, Bat, Merman. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely something that I would like to play at some point. Definitely the type of thing. This, on the other hand, is not. Return to Castle of Wolfenstein, Tides of War. Okay. You are BJ Blazkowicz. And these are the Nazis that you kill. I am not going to read too much of this. How about new weapons? Yep, they're in there. New enemies, got that too. New super powerful bonus items, oh yeah. We've got the Holy Cross, which is useful against the undead. The X-Shield. The undead, what game is this? Wolfenstein. Okay. I didn't think that would be the case. Class-based multiplayer. Am I going to love it? Well, I don't love it because it's multiplayer. But look, you've got these different classes. So you've got soldier, medic, lieutenant, engineer. Sounds interesting. See, this is the range of character designs that would be accepted by the people who call modern games woke. This is what they want. The same generic guy with brown. One holding... I mean, I guess it's meant to be the same character. One holding a gun, one holding, like, a first aid kit. Okay. Enter the Matrix. Oh, goodness, I had this game. I had this game just because I was into the Matrix. Jada Pinkett Smith. Is she related to Will Smith? Have I got that right? And Xbox. This isn't just on Xbox. I mean, yeah, also on PS2, GameCube, PC. I suppose if they're playing the Xbox version, then they're going to report on it. It's been developed by Shiny Entertainment, and while the company has produced great games like Earthworm Jim and Sacrifice, it also made Messiah, and we're sure fans will be disappointed they can't play as Neo, Morpheus, or Trinity. Is Messiah the game that H-Bomber Guy did a video on, saying that was the source of the oof sound? It was funny. It was funny when they said when Tommy Tallarico, whatever his name was saying, like, oh, we tried different things to check the oof sound. We did this, and then H-Bomber Guy was just like, this is the sound he's talking about. Oof. But yeah, oh look, this character's called Ghost. Depending on who you play as, see the Niobe and Ghost sidebars, you'll either be the driver or the gunner. If you play as Niobe, if that's how you pronounce it, not only do you figure out where to drive and how to get there, you can also call on Ghost to start shooting. If you're a Ghost, you just point and shoot. Is that them saying, like, look, if you don't want to think about anything, just play as Ghost and you can just click on the guys and you'll be fine. The Animatrix. Man, I had the Animatrix. There was a DVD of the Animatrix, and it was like, I watched. It was one of those things where I watched it once and then never again. All right. Something. Is this a puzzle? So I can see an image. So there's someone in like some sort of futuristic suit. There's a gun there. There's like the end of the gun. Do you have to... How does... Hold on. Oh. There's some words at the top here. If you... couldn't see through walls, you'd be dead now. Okay. Man, this is really something. I turned this over and I was thinking, what is going on here? But yeah, there's like an image behind here. rtxredrock.com. Ooh. Yeah, I can see some sort of like robotic character with a gun here. I can't see much else. Anyway, that's that. Vice City on PC and The Hulk on Xbox. Why are they doing all the Xbox ones? This is on PS2, GameCube, and PC. This is also on PS2. WTF? Rockstar just gave us a bunch of really cool screenshots for our preview, but we decided not to share them with you because they're so cool. Psych. Ha ha ha. Actually, the developer didn't give us any shots, so we had to use these crappy old PS2 ones. Sorry. The game probably won't look too different though, apart from running at a slightly higher resolution than the PS2 version. So they're saying, look, we've got PS2 screenshots here. What's top secret? God rewards the working man. You know that, right? We'll get to work. If you see an ambulance, police car, pizza, scooter, or anything along those lines, you can engage in some cool mini games. That's how working works. You go to work and you do some mini games. I guess mopping the floor could count as a mini game. Man, I'm having to lean forward so I don't get the sun right in my eyes. The Hulk. Seriously, the smashing aspect provides lots of mindless fun. Should we really? Not really. It won't win any Game of the Year awards, but that shouldn't stop you from playing it. Yeah, it never should. It never should. Okay. Oh, Sonic Adventure DX. Everything old is new again. Oh, that's not Sega, is it? No. What's... Oh, that's Sakura's theme. From the EX Street Fighter games. I've been listening to that soundtrack a little bit lately. What is the Station Square theme? No, 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 no. This was Sonic's first trip into 3 dimensions and is filled with such impressive scenes as Sonic pushing through along a series of piers while being chased by a huge killer whale. Do 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 do. The bottom line, it's Sonic's in all his hedgehog glory, brought to GameCube. Do 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 do. Want to play the game's bonus night area? You have to play pinball and the Casinopolis level. Yes. Although I don't remember really doing much in that bit. RTX Red Rock. So this is the thing that cryptic image was showing us before. You look like you're just straight from iRobot. I'm always very drawn to the chivalry section. Let's look at the bottom line. With all the gadgets on Wheeler's body, the ability to control bots with Iris, and the various space vehicles, this could be a very deep game. I suspect not, but let's move on. Savage. Lost Kingdoms 2. Oh, I have a friend that had that one. The same one that had the PS2 screen. Savage, what is it? Why is it cool? Built for online play, up to 64 people matchup in Savage to complete in what S2 Games is calling a real-time strategy shooter. Build garrisons at forward locations. Garrisons are a key point for strategic battle because your troops can respawn there. So it's like, 64 players, I don't know. Well, whatever. Yeah, Lost Kingdoms 2. It was a weird game. Like, you just entered like arenas and like you had these cards that popped up and you attacked like the enemies with cards. Why is it cool? There are 200 different cards to collect, 100 of which are brand spanking new for this sequel. Players can customize decks to suit their needs, and the game does a super job of blending RPG elements, puzzles, and action. Kingdoms 2 is no Final Fantasy. Well, that's not a surprise to me. But okay, last game on number 10. Color Quest. Ah, this is the one with the... where you can make... you can draw out your... I think... I've never heard of this game before. It's on PS2. Have you ever played Pokemon? How about Monster Rancher? Or however many other dozens of those types of games. Color Quest. What is the hook? You create your own creature called a doodle by drawing it on the screen. It's a bit like... is it called Drawn to Life? Since the game turns 2D drawings into 3D, it can be a bit tricky to get your creature to look right, and you have to rotate your drawing to place extra bits on. Yeah, I can imagine that being very janky. But anyway, Mega Man on bass. That looks nice. That looks cool. It looks nifty. Now playing Game of the Month, Ikaruga. Yeah, I played a little bit of this. You can like switch polarity between the dark and the light mode, where different shades of bullets can hurt you depending on what mode you're in. So it's like you swap between like the dark shield and the light shield, I suppose. These games aren't especially bad, but they don't do anything special enough to warrant a higher score. Oh right, it's just telling you the different grades, but this is A+. Oh, these ones here are the A+. Final Fantasy X, Golden Sun, Halo, Madden on the GameCube, PS2 and Xbox, would you believe? Japan Top 10, Star Ocean 3 is there, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, Pokemon Sapphire, very nice. Golden Sun, some nice RPG action. It's got a hard-to-follow story, apparently. I don't know, I've not played it. Now, we know the graphics aren't everything, but they are certainly this game's strongest asset. It does have strange graphics in the way that, I think, like, during battles, it's got, like, a very particular, like, angle sort of thing. I don't know how you describe it. It's like 2D sprites made to look 3D. Yugi's back, and his game still bores. Oh, dear. D+. Why are all these Yu-Gi-Oh games so complicated? Without a tutorial in place, this new GBA board game is a headache to figure out how to play. Even with its vaguely worded instruction booklet at your side, the biggest obstacle I faced while attempting to learn the play mechanics was that nothing seemed to be happening on my end of the board. I rolled my dice, I'd have 3 obscure symbols appear on screen, then forfeit my turn to my opponent. Boring. That doesn't... I mean... So I guess it's got nothing to do with, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, which seems really weird. Yu-Gi-Oh Dungeon Dice Monsters, I guess. Oh, this guy's climbing a GameCube. Got some Pokemon here. It's the eternal question, which is better, Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon? Ignore the cartoons and cards and whatnot, just look at the video games themselves. I imagine Pokemon. I began to realise how little the Pokemon universe has changed. There are slight improvements here and there, more colourful graphics, more useful menus. They're not as impressive as we'd hope. 2-on-2 battles, gimmicky e-reader battles, and the Pokemon contest, but nothing really takes advantage of the GBA's power. I mean, if you're talking graphically, I think this generation of Pokemon looked... I think these... Graphically, I think these games are brilliant. And there's an advert for the GameCube there. Oh, the Game Boy Player. Oh, yeah. I had one of those. I sold it. Quite a rare item, I believe. I notice an error. Hold on. But first of all, the arcade collection, Sega Arcade Collection. So these are all GBA, well, mostly GBA games. These have got like what's it called? Oh man, Space Harrier. Hang On and Outrun. Sonic Adventure 2, apparently. Okay, do you think if we look at the next issue, it's going to have a comment saying, "You guys are boneheads. You said it was Sonic Adventure 2, but then you talked about Sonic Advance 2. maybe. Featuring a slew of bright, beautifully designed worlds strung together by ramps. I only had Sonic Advance 1. I completed it. I had a chow in it, and I'd never managed to get the TV because I'd always buy other things. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. This screenshot eludes me. What's going on here? It looks like a chow garden. Or is it like a mini game? You got to roll the spring along with cream to shoot the chow up. We were stuck for a while on Sky Canyon's first stage because we didn't know how to use Sonic's new special moves. Grab the flash power up and then press the R trigger and up when you hit this arrow. Alright. 6 playable characters. 6? Well, I wonder how they all play. I mean, I know there's Cream. There's Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Cream. So who's the other one? I don't know. Does it actually say... Tails, Knuckles, Cream, etc. I don't know. I don't know how they work. Crazy Taxi. F for the GBA. Where the heck are the passengers? The whole reason the cabbies in Cruise Taxi Drive convertible is to let you see your passengers enter and exit the cab. Yeah, well, this is the GBA, so you're not going to get that. Army men. You know how people grip a rifle? They don't hold it with both hands. And how, when they hold a grenade, they use one hand? Well, in this game, Sarge keeps his holding a rifle stance when he's holding a grenade. His other hand is just sitting there, gripping something invisible. It's pretty ridiculous. I was thinking this was like, oh, it was a Game Boy Advance game, but no, this one's GameCube. Okay, then, next page. Ikaruga. I mean, we've already talked about this. We've already gone through. It's a real deal. Can you cope? You don't need 20 years of experiencing 2D shooters to appreciate it. It seems simple enough when you look at it. You fly around, shoot stuff, and avoid bullets. Wave upon wave of enemies descend upon you. Thinking wicked patterns in order to kill it. Swap colours like 10 million times to stay alive. I think I might be wrong, but I believe there is some sort of high skill leveled advantage to choosing being in the colour that does not that leads you vulnerable to open to many of the enemies' attacks. I guess, like maybe you can kill the enemies faster that way or get more points. I don't know. And we have Battlefield, and I am really not interested. Anyway, I'll just move on from there. Pinobi? PS1. Oh, PS1 games. Well, I suppose 2003 there still is a few. So what is now playing? Is this the games that the staff are playing? Let's have a look at this one here. Again, never heard of it. Inuyasha. Looks like a fighting game. Most anime-based video games are, I'll say, uninspired. Okay, they suck, so I wasn't looking forward to Inuyasha. It's actually pretty good. Standard 2D fighting game. It is a 2D fighting game. Chock full of glorious still images from the show and the game cinemas, accompanied by full voiceovers. By playing through feudal fairy tale mode as Kagome, you unlock Kagome's backpack. In this hidden area, you can listen to the music, look at the pictures, and play minigames you've unlocked in the main menu. And Pinobi, perfect way to kill your PS1 buzz. Oh, they didn't like it. What even is it? This screenshot doesn't look like anything. Like I can't. This screenshot. If you show me this screenshot, I'll be like, what is even going on there? I don't know. But this one looks more like a 2D platform game. You can probably guess how grody the game looks on your TV screen. Check out these crusty screenshots. Yeah, it looks like a GBA game. Never heard of it before. Right. Clock Tower 3. Ooh, scary. They like that one. They like Splinter Cell a lot. As far as I'm concerned, there are too few games with really gripping storylines. Clock Tower 3 has one of the bonus of has one with the bonus of evil enemies intending to impede on your progress as you unravel this increasingly twisted tale. Really, the enemies intend to impede my progress. Are you having trouble with the clock puzzle in the corridor level? Here's a solution. You need to change the time to match the time in the picture that fell off the wall. Yeah, making something align with another thing around is a very simple and very common like puzzle. So like if you're walking down the corridor, there's a bit of notepaper on the wall that says 1257, and then you'll find a safe, and it's like, oh, what's the code? What is the code? Xbox's bad boy makes his way to PS2. Splinter Cell, I suppose. It's an uncomfortably tense, uncannily realistic stealth game that's arguably better than Metal Gear Solid 2. I don't think... Metal Gear Solid 2, I think that's still highly regarded. I think it was controversial when it came out, but I think it is highly regarded now. I don't know about this one. Anyway, they like it a lot. Colin's Xbox version is better. Okay, but they are reviewing the PS2 version. So I guess I take back what I said before. They are doing PS2 versions. I've seen that before. World Series Baseball, Dynasty Warriors 4. I played a little bit of this. I really like Dynasty Warriors 3. It's a fun way to burn off a lot of time kicking serious ass. Believe it or not, strategy often plays a huge role in this game. Do you flank the enemy general or head straight through tough opposition? Is it even worth it to pursue when your own general's defences are weak? Yeah, you're just one guy in a field of thousands, but you're also the most effective. I do remember this game introduced a sort of... what was it? It was like a leveling system for the weapons, which previously the games didn't have. I also remember I had Dynasty Warriors on the PSP, which is based on Dynasty Warriors 4. Yeah, the one-on-one officer duels that act like a straight-up fighting game. Yeah, I was not keen on those at all. The King of Route 66. Never heard of this. Is this a racing game? C+. They're not too keen on it. The Queen mode in it, you play little fetch quests within the regular game levels. I mean, I guess it's kind of like a racing game, but I don't think it is just straight up racing by the looks of it. Right, up here, amplitude. If it's too loud, you're too old. Just turn the volume down on TV. I mean, it's okay. Pros: great selection of music, enjoyable multiplayer modes, steep difficulty curve, tough to keep combos up. So is this like Guitar Hero but for, like, I don't know. It's sort of like a Guitar Hero sort of thing. You've got to... all that's required is the ability to tap your fingers to a beat and then move an on-screen ship left and right to different tracks. Yeah, I mean, if you're moving left and right... I don't know. It's definitely not like Guitar Hero. It's not that sort of thing. And we've got some baseball, which I do not care about. And oh, more sports games here. More baseball. Sure thing. Get into thegame.com. Splinter Cell, Wind Waker with the horrible graphics that people bought just to get Ocarina of Time. Right, oh, and there's the other side of that. High Heat, oh my goodness. Okay, this is a sports game, so I think I might just skip over this because like I do not care. Tao Feng. The man behind Tao Feng, John Tobias, is one of the co-creators of Mortal Kombat. Cons, stilted gameplay. Well, you do not need to waste your time with this, friends. Not when games like Soul Calibur 2 are on the horizon. So is this a fighting game then? I can't really tell just by looking at this. I guess so. UFC, tap out. Okay, whatever. And here we have the SAB video and community game ratings, which, I mean, are they required to tell you this? I guess there's going to be... Oh, I suppose they do have some ratings on here. So if some kid's reading a magazine and they're like, oh, Mom, I want this game. And they're like, oh, we'll see, dear. And then they're reading the magazine to see what it is. And if they see the M, and they're like, ah, okay, well, not that one then. The winner's Reader's Choice. Is that the guy that was trapped in the GBA before? So these are... we can't all be winners, but everyone who voted in our Reader's Choice poll is rad. The mag rocks, and the readers are rad. Okay, pick the best 2002 releases. We couldn't resist throwing up in our 2 cents as well. So, Metro Prime, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, PS2 games, Kingdom Hearts is number 2. Mario Sunshine 3 on GameCube. I'm just thinking about which ones do I know. Metroid Fusion, I played a little bit of that on like last year, because it was just like, oh yeah, that seems like a decent game that I've not played before, and I've started playing it. And it's like, oh right, okay. Best racing game, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. It is interesting to think that back in those days, Super Mario Sunshine would have been called an action game. But anyway, GameNow. Tom Byron. This is I think this is the guy that was trapped in the GBA. Age of Mythology. Let's see what they like. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Right. And Carrie Shepherd. She likes Animal Crossing because it's cute, funny, and all about it. Favorite PS2 games, Kingdom Hearts. She likes the Phantasy Star Collection. Tom Nook is not only cute, he's the richest man in town. He hooked me up with a house and a job. He is always willing to buy whatever I'm selling him. I love him. Okay. Worst game, Shrek Extra Large. Oh, what does Sushi X think? I agree with my comrade Miguel that Virtua Fighter 4 is an almost divine achievement, but my soul is truly two-dimensional in the best ways, of course. Well, yeah, because you are 2D. Even I fear Shinobi's protagonist. He is deadly. His manner address is quite honourable, and he animates extreme fluidity. Okay. I feel like these pages are looking very samey, and they're quite different to the start. I wonder how this is going to go. Nicole Tanner. Here's a Might and Magic 4. Mario Sunshine. Worst game, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Why was Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 so bad? Let's have a look. This game was a total rip-off. It was touted as a new version of the game when it was nothing more than an expansion pack. Hardly any new features, and no issues from the original were fixed. It was more like Roller Coaster Tycoon 1.5. Oh, there's Miguel. Isn't he the one that said we have to watch our fronts? I think so. Oh. Is that Age? Oh, that must be Age of Mythology. There's Kingdom Hearts. The Cerberus. Best RPG, Kingdom Hearts. Action, best action game, Super Mario Sunshine. Best music game, Guitar Man. Why didn't anyone buy this game? It's the touching story of a boy, a girl, a robot dog, and a guitar-shaped weapon. What's not to love? Best female character? Oh, you. The samurai chick from Onimusha 2 is H.O.T. hot. How can you resist that sexy armor? Well then. Is that meant to be Britney Spears? Am I interpreting that right? Best game system, PS2. Alright then. So, I can't remember the month of this thing, but I guess they're looking back on 2002, I guess. Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness. So I guess this is something we've got going on. The real story. Come on, you're curious. It's okay to admit it. Everyone wants to know what's going on with this new Tomb Raider game. Well, GameNow finally has the scoop. Core give us the latest, the most up-to-minute build of the game, and we're the first magazine in the world to see every single level. So what? So you've got questions, we've got answers. Oh, Angel of Darkness. That did not do well. And from what I remember, it wasn't a good game. Anyway, I don't want to spend too long on this bit here, but we can look at some of these bits here. Visually, where the PS1 games relied on gameplay over graphics. You know what, right? I think the PS1 graphics of Tomb Raider, like 2 and 3 and 4, I think they look fantastic because they do work really well within the system. I think I prefer those types of graphics to say like this because I feel like in order to make it look realistic, you have to take away the element. If you take away the gamey element of how something looks, it makes it harder to imagine, like to picture how you would interact with the game. Whereas the blocky nature of the older Tomb Raider games, like there was no room for interpretation. You got the information there and then. The Experiment 3 just didn't control scheme for this game and insists the one we played is not final. Boy, we hope that's true because the present analog setup is tremendously awkward. I imagine that that's the one they actually did go with. We're using the term RPG loosely here. There aren't any gameplay menus or turn-based battles, but Lara does get to power up her stats. The more she uses a skill, the more potent it becomes. Yeah, she like pushes a button and says like, I feel my muscles are getting bigger, or something like that. Anyway, I've got to have a look at this bit. One of my favourite games, Tomb Raider 2. This is our favourite Tomb Raider game. And there are terrific moments scattered throughout, but the best bit, riding a speedboat in Venice, smashing through the never-ending series of gondolas. The constant need for flares in order to see where you're going. It created a stylish visual effect on screen, but it wasn't fun. Yeah, or you could start shooting, I guess. It took a year, but a good new patch for the PC version of Tomb Raider finally makes the rounds online. Oh, yeah, that was a big thing. We wouldn't rush out to order pre-order disc yet. Alright then. Oh, Angelina Jolie. So this is the Cradle of Life. Is that that's the second film, is it? Because I know there was one film. I don't know if there was a second film. I feel like it was. Lara even has a love interest, although being Lara, it's not traditionally romantic love. The dude in question is a dark character from her past, whose help she must enlist to retrieve Pandora's box. And oh, my screen is turning orange. It gets dark early now. So you didn't like being Lara in the first movie? For me, it was the first time I had to walk out in shorts. I personally found that really uncomfortable. Now I don't mind. I've gotten into enjoying being her. Whereas last time I found it ridiculous when I looked in the mirror. I still do, but now I'm enjoying it. When I was a kid, I thought Lara Croft was so cool. "3 Days in Tokyo." Game on now style. 1 second. Just had to cough. Man. I forgot how long these were. It does take quite a lot out of me doing these. So I don't actually know. You need a vacation from playing games or just a game playing vacation? Are you craving the outside world? Well, we've got something for you. Tokyo, Japan, go there. It's totally a gamer's paradise. And so much more. Shinjuku's Yodobashi is packed with new and old, but not ancient games. You'll find N64, PS1, Dreamcast, and Game Boy Color stuff along with GBA, PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. So is that like an arcade of sorts? Sportsland. You think you're pretty hot at fighting games? Well, you know what? You suck. So it's the online experience where you think like, oh, I'm really good at this game, and then you play it online. It's like, actually, no, you're absolutely terrible. So this is just maps of places. Medialand, the king of used game shops, has a ton of new stuff. See, each floor is dedicated to certain platforms, but be careful of the third floor. That's where they have all their weird porno anime, unless, of course, that's your thing. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. What does Sushi have to say? My young friends, if you plan to purchase electronics during your visit, bring your passport. Most of the large electronic chains allow you to purchase things duty-free without added tax if you're a foreigner. Alright. By the way, what is it with this type of font? Like, this font here that they always use to... I mean, you don't see it so much these days. They always use to denote, like, East Asian. Because is it meant to be similar to their text? Is that the idea? But, oh, look at this. Looking for Latios and Latias. You could undertake this quest after you complete the first part of the game by defeating the Elite Four at the Pokemon League. Ooh, legendary Pokemon. The Prima, Prima official guide. The goal is to bring a legendary Pokemon's HP down to a sliver, which indicates it has 10 or fewer HP left. That's 10 or less. While paralyzing it or putting it to sleep. The more you can hobble the legendary Pokemon, the more likely you are to catch it. After you've all but defeated it, throw Ultra Balls at it. Have 50 balls on hand, because these monsters are strong and unwilling to be captured. Yeah, they do. They are quite a struggle. Let's have a quick look here. So, there's going to be Latias and Latios. These birds appear only after you defeat the Elite Four. I'm thinking, are these ones that like appear as random battles? Yeah, appear randomly as you explore the grassy patches and roots of Hoenn, much in the same way that Entei, Raikou and Sukin did in Gold and Silver and Crystal. On any patch of grass in the Hoenn region, they do not appear in caves, buildings, etc. while you are surfing. Okay. While this cuts down the area to search, it does not make it easy to find these elusive birds, as they appear randomly and switch locations every time you enter a house, building, or dungeon, or every time you move between routes. Yeah, okay. So as good as random, basically. The Battle Tower. You can only take this quest if you complete the Pokemon League. So is this... hold on. You cannot leave the battle room until you either defeated or lost to 7 trainers. There is level 50 room for the Pokemon to level 50, 100 to level 100. Right. Do they automatically like level down your Pokemon? Can you choose like something higher, like above level 50, and then it will just level it down to level 50? I can't remember, but if it doesn't, that seems silly to me. Price for groups 1 to 5. Calcium, Carbos, HP up, iron, protein, zinc. That's stat boosting items, which makes sense. I mean, those are the type of items, those types of items that raise your stat by 1 point is something that should be like at the high end. Choose your items wisely. You can choose there just Quick Claw, Leftovers, Shell Bell, or Citrus Egg, Citrus Berry. Which heals up to 30 HP. When battling in the for your competitive will use level 32 Pokemon to do the same. Yeah, it sounds like it doesn't auto level down them, which sounds silly. Oh, we have a big grid of things. So, choosing the right contest for your Pokemon. So is this like beauty contest and all that? I think so. Poke blocks on their effects. Poke block of black. Make this thin flavored low level poke block by putting 2 or more of the same berry in the berry blender. Okay, that's how you make it. But what's it do? This dry poke block increases a Pokemon's beauty. Alright. Contest type and complementary conditions. So, cool. Okay. So each one complements itself. And the adjacent ones. So cool. Slightly boost beauty and tough. Tough. That's an adjective. If you rely on the public berry blender, use a phone table term or color Pokeblock, you'll gain. Okay, well. I very, very vaguely remember doing a little bit of that, but not much really. Ooh. Oh, okay. Pokemon contest floor. Oh my god, we've got all this as well. Effect of Pokemon's nature on Pokeblock likes. Spicy, sour, dry, bitter, sweet. If you use a move that is uncomplimentary, your Pokemon will disappoint the audience and lose appeal points. Well then. Oh, we've got Braille here. Yeah, that's to get the Reggies. The sealed chamber. Yeah. Like one of these, it's like you've got to wait for so long. Silly stuff. Anyway, we've got some more guys here. We've got Indiana Jones. What is this for? The following strategies were exerted from Primer's Games official guide to Indiana Jones. So, advertising the official strategy guide there. I mean, this game looks janky, but it looks like it could be quite good. I'm just looking at the pictures at the moment. Vegas Tower, part 3. With the broken sword in hand, pull the lever to once again summon the creature from the pit. Present the sword and go to the door opposite the one you just opened. Note the broken sword stabbing the scorpion and note the positions of the sun and moon. Now go back to the 3 levers and set the clock. Yeah. Alright. I mean, it seems okay. Just having a quick look there. I'm going to skim this, I think. If you take too much damage and need to use your 3rd medkit, swing back to the opening room and grab the medkit that's there, restoring your inventory to maximum. Inventory to maximum? It's like an ongoing, like a replenishing source maybe? I don't even know what console this is on. This is probably like PS2 or GameCube. The door opens, beginning the final level of Prague. Oh, I thought I was going to say the final level. I'm seeing loads of these screenshots of Indiana Jones just hanging from places. Alright. Right. Yeah. Play ball. So now we have... What do people hate? Finding sight is harder than finding a Devil Rays season ticket holder. See, I don't know baseball, so I don't know the reference. I'm guessing a Devil Rays season ticket holder is a rare thing because the Devil Rays is bad, I guess. Eh. No defensive dive, huh? Tagging a sliding player is nearly impossible. Plus, it's not real baseball. Look at this, like right next to each other. So we've got Simworth. What is Simworth? Oh, right, okay. So this person gives Simworth this. Oh no, they're different games. I thought it was different reviews from different people, but no, they're different games. All right then. That explains why they're so radically different. Like 5 out of 5 and 1 out of 5. Seemed a bit strange, but okay. So, yep, that's one of them. We're going to see the other ones now. Yep, there's High Heat. And there's that one. I know nothing about that. Tricks now. We've got some cheats. Animal Crossing. Design your own patterns. Ooh. Oh, so is this where people submit things? This month's pattern is a request from Jared. Oh no, they just got requests. So make a sprite of the Ghostbusters logo. Fair enough. Children's Day. The Japanese holiday that celebrates the growth and happiness of children, but we celebrate it here in Animal Crossing as well. Okay. Are these just cheat codes? But I mean, because I just noticed like it says Sonic the Hedgehog 2 there. So that's going back a bit. That's going back some time. Dr. Mario. Oh, hold on, what game is this? Is that Super Smash Melee? Secret characters. There are 11 secret characters. Tells you how to get them. Falco. Play 300 matches versus matches or defeat the 100-man melee. Ganondorf. Beat event match number 29. Dr. Mario. Play 100 versus matches or beat classic adventure mode as Mario without continuing. Luigi, beat stage 1 of adventure mode when the timer shows a 2 at the last seconds place. Yeah, the thing is, I do remember, I did unlock all the characters, but I remember some of them it just sort of took a while. Math, play 70 versus matches or play classic adventure mode or versus mode with each of the 40 normal characters this time. Mewtwo. Okay. Play 700 versus matches or play versus mode for 20 hours. Yeah, Mr. Game. I remember Mr. Game & Watch, I think was the hardest one to unlock, but let's have a look at what it says here. You must first unlock all other characters. Well, there you go. Then beat classic adventure or target test mode with them all. Alright. Play 200 versus matches or beat event match number 37 for Pichu. Young Link. Very specific. Some of them very specific. What is this for? I don't know why that one there is highlighted. Sonic Mega Collection? Oh god, yeah. Okay. Sonic Mega Collection. That explains why Sonic 2 is listed here. Sure thing. 20 Ox Pro Skater 3. Choose the cheats menu. I mean, some of these aren't cheats. A lot of these aren't cheats, are they? They're just sort of they just have like tell you how to do things. But this one here, like 20 Ox Pro Skater 3 password. Choose the cheats. Yeah, and you type these in. Marked cards. Pause the game to bring up a menu and select the cheats option. Press A, so is that like... So obviously it doesn't mean PS2 version. It means GameCube or 3 or Xbox, I guess. Max me out. Unlock all characters. Every single movie. Popcorn. Pirate skating. Unlocking characters. Complete all 54 gold and get a gold medal at every competition. Unlockable modes. Beat the games prescribed number of times. Snowboard mode. Always special. Perfect real balance. I don't snowboard. It's just someone with a snowboard. I don't remember that. You can play as Kelly Slater, I think, in that game. Expert mode, I don't remember that. Darth Maul, Nervesoft Eye, Skater from Hell. A Demoness? Do the same thing you did to unlock the other characters. Beat the game 10 times with 10 skaters. Complete all 44 goals and with one skater. Similar to Darth Maul, but do it with 21 skaters. And then Skater from Hell, do the same thing you did to unlock the other characters. Beat the game 10 times with 10 skaters. Wolverine. Ollie the Magic Bum. Private Carrera. Alright. Oh, these are... Hold on. So are these labelled... So this is Xbox. So hold on. Ah, GameCube, so it's at up here. Alright. Okay, so they decided to go with... the GameCube version of Tony Hawk's 2. Then. Maybe it's different. I don't know. There's the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 there as well. So I don't know. Hold on. 100% stats. Just for me. Oh, I guess they are different. PS2. Right, do you have... Hold on. Dave Mira's Freestyle BMX 2. I had this game. Onto the Fun Cold. Alternate outfits. Dave Mira. Ryan Nyquist. I don't know why this is in a box like this. Right. To unlock all generals for every clan, enter the code into the main menu. Okay. Oh, then Final Fantasy X, it's like just tells you the place the coordinates, the primers, the cactuar locations. It's kind of awkward. Because that's like a very specific thing for later on in the game, like a bonus thing. Okay. I'm just gonna see if there's anything that I recognise here. I'm not gonna spend too long. No. Oh, there's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 again. Backdoor codes. Alright. I've just realised it's in alphabetical order. Okay, Game Boy Advance. I didn't even realise it was in alphabetical order. America's episode. For each normal couple, there is an expert couple that contains the tracks from the couple. The original Mario Kart on SNES. These tracks aren't available from the start. You have to unlock them. To access the extra cup, you must first play through the entire GP mode and acquire gold on each cup. Then replay any cup at least 100 and get at least 100 coins. It's not easy. Sonic Advance Classic mode. Use this mode to have Tails follow you during the game, like you did in Sonic 2 and 3. Is that a cheat? Is that a secret thing in that game? I remember playing the game. Right. And then we've got this Yu-Gi-Oh one where it's just like codes for every card. Look at how much space they've got there. All 3 starting Pokemon. Is this going to say like get another GBA and trade? This is a classic technique that allows you to get all 3 starting Pokemon early in the game. On catches, you'll need 2 Game Boy. There you go. Yeah. 3 starting Pokemon, we can whip it and play until you're able to trade. Along the way, be sure to catch 2 Pokemon you don't mind trading. When you reach that point, save your game and begin playing the second cartridge. Choose a Pokemon as your starter and play it until you reach the same point you did in the first cartridge, making sure to capture at least one other Pokemon as you go. Yeah, it's just telling you to like trade them. So begin new game, the second card. This time pick the final. Yeah. Okay. Alright. And there's all those Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And oh, there's still some more there. And then PC. Again, I'm just going to have a quick... Oh, that didn't last long. And then PS1. Just going to see what comes up. Did I notice? Final Fantasy Tactics, I've not played that one. Anyway, fan club. The top 10 NES games in Animal Crossing. Oh, okay. They've been... crap from the past, hot or not. GameNow tells you. GameNow tells you what to like. I mean, okay then. Let's see some crap from the past. What is crap from the past? Barney's Hide and Seek, Genesis. Well, I never would have guessed it. The name says it all. This is a hide and seek simulator starring a freakish purple dinosaur you love to hate. In this game, Barney lumbers across a happy bouncy landscape, looking behind trees, rock, and other such obstacles to find hidden children. Now, the game explains to us that these kids are simply playing hide and seek with Barney, but we know the truth. They are hiding in fear because they know if the beast catches them, horrible, unspeakable things will happen to them. Perhaps Barney's hide and seek strange aspect is that if it begins playing itself if you don't do anything. Just let the game sit there, and the purple people eater begins hunting down prey on his own. Sure thing. I mean, that's like AVGN sort of stuff. Like, oh my god, like, well, not AVGN, but you know, like the rip-offs that Game Grumps made fun of. They're saying like, "Whoa, what were they thinking?" Right, now tell you what the GameNow gals. We've got so many letters telling us Carrie and Nicole are hot, and oh god. The GenieGirl.com, official home of Shantae and Game by Color Game. GG is one of the best series we've seen in a long time. We wish teachers like Onizuku. Oh my god. Marshmallow Peeps, the single best Easter candy ever. We love Peeps. What? The GameNow guys. Why do the girls get all the loving so far? So is this in the not section? Andrew's the only guy to get a complimentary letter about his hunky looks. Are we really that ugly a bunch? Disease. There's been a lot of sickness spreading around the GameNow offices lately, or maybe that's just everybody's excuse to stay home from work. Buffy being cancelled. Oh, that's so not hot. All right. I mean, it's creepy. Like seeing the GameNow guys. We've got so many letters telling us Carrie and Nicole are hot. We had to add them to the list. Like, oh, it's not nice. We've discovered many types of gamers out there in the wild. Which one are you? Gamerdex. So this is a particular type of gamer. Have you discovered any type of gamer? Are you 8 sentences, a picture, a description of the gamer? It's the first of a kind. Will enter into the Gamerdex. It's basically like a Pokedex, but for a Pokedex for gamers, I suppose. But this just says Gamerdex. It doesn't give a name for it, I don't think. There it is, Bargain Gamer. Okay. So, choice PS2, Xbox, or GameCube, never more than one. PS1 or DC. Again, only one. Yeah, they love the pre-owned section. The fiercest enemy is the elitist gamer. The greatest ally is the rental gamer. Mating calls, so how much trade-in credit do I get for these? Ooh, they don't like spending money. Find a new copy of a game cheaper than a used copy of a game at another store. Developed into Hong Kong Pirate Gamer. Dreaming of a new console priced at $99 with all games under $25. Rarity common. Gaming evolution. Games and characters that have endured through time. So, this is about Bonk. This character here. So they're talking about the different Bonk games. So this is basically like how things have changed throughout the years. Fan art. Yep, their drawings are right. $10 treasures. What's this? A P and Paul. Who's the biggest, baddest video game mob boss? Sonny Ferrelli, Salvador Leon, Tom Nook. Everyone's got it for Tom Nook. Well, at least a couple of people have. Well, 56% of people here. Oh, Game Boy Fast Technical Advance. By now, we all know the Game Boy Advance SP is cool, but the pearl white version of SP is both cool and rare. Its limited edition system, released on February 14, was available only a couple of exclusive retailers in Japan, including 7-Eleven. Yes, Japanese 7-Eleven stores sell video games. How cool is that? In addition to getting the pearl coded system, it's kind of a shiny white, very classy looking. And you also get Tactics Advance. It just looks white. It doesn't. Is it just the color? I had the Game Boy, the NES variation of it. But look at this advertising. If you bought all these games, it would cost you about $270. Like, if you bought all these, why not try them all first in this month's issue for less than $10? So, right, demo. Yeah, why not try them on a demo? I don't remember Zapper. I don't know any of these games apart from Rayman 3. Alright. Whoop. Almost at the end. Oh, we've got a little comic strip here. Game Critter Super Squad. The sea is under attack with his super radio wristwatch waterproof. To depth of 30 meters, Jimmy signals the Super Squad. I don't think he's gonna need to do that. Anyway, there's quite a symbol. So we've got a giant X with eyes here. A weird Sonic looking thing that's meant to be Sonic. Sorry I'm late. I thought it was my cell phone going off. The guy at the board meeting were going ape poop. And this Sonic says, "Can we hurry up? I was on my way to the potty." What the reap time is it? Men, listen up. Right, the three. Okay, so like Bean Dude, Knockoff Sonic, and X-Face. You gotta take on this challenge. A giant robot is attacking the city. It's up to us. Stop it. You gotta listen to Little Timmy. Is it Little Timmy? Is he called Little Timmy? That's a typical name. Jimmy. He's even got the little hat to show you that he's young. Like, oh, I don't think so. Come on, the people of the city are counting on us. What is this thing? Is it meant to be a worm? Like from Worms? Hey, if you're that eager, by all means go to it, Sunshine. We'll shout out words of encouragement from here. Look, everyone, I bought donuts. Oh no, the gang, like, leaving it to Jimmy. Come on, you guys. It is help us against that thing. What are you talking about? You're doing just fine. Just fine. Take a look. See? Ooh, jelly-filled. Oh no. All is lost. It's all up to Jimmy because the other guys are being lazy. Stop eating donuts. We have work to do. We can be heroes. Hey, I could go for a hero myself. Any place open? I'm going to make a run for some Java. You guys want anything? But hold on. This just in. The giant robot has been defeated. We now return to... what? We now return to your regularly scheduled programming? Are they not going to explain the details about the giant robot being defeated and what this means? They're just going to say, right, well, that's gone. We're back to normal now. You guys useless. That's not true. I bought the donuts. Tune in next month for an exciting adventure of the Game Critter Super Squad. What is going on? What is it? Why is it a giant X with eyes? I don't understand. Ad index. Microsoft. www.microsoft.com. Okay. There's a whole lot of text there. Do you like this comic strip? Do you want to see more? Let us know. Very strange. There are 7 images of Sushi X hidden in the Japan Yourself feature in May 2003 issue. Oh, right, so it's saying, like, go back. The 6th Final Fantasy 9 War Scrolls retail value $14.98, total value $89.88. Okay. By entering, you agree that you have read and accepted all the sweepstakes rules. Yeah, okay. Well, that's what that is. Is upcoming games? Happy birthday, Mega Man. Oh, next month. It's raining PCs. That's gonna hurt. June is exploratory surgery month. Alright. Chicken Shack. Rogue Leader. Okay, so there's no game called Chicken Shack, but we're sworn to secrecy about what this really is. Suffice it to say that it's the long-awaited sequel to one of the best PC games ever made. Don't miss the preview of the game we've all been waiting for. Well, now I'm curious. What? Suffice it to say, the long-awaited sequel to one of the best PC games ever made. Something to do with chickens? I don't know. Revealed? Well, I don't know. Alright then. Oh, and here we have an ad. Strange we didn't get these earlier, but okay, there's Rayman. That urinal's a bit too low for you. No arms, no legs, huge features. I'm sure. I mean, oh God. Man, old game ads plunge into 56 enormous levels and whip out all new level powers and gear like the heavy metal fist and lockjaw. And we've got a few screenshots on the side, which is what those games ads are like. Big picture of something irrelevant and then like a few little images on the side. And oh, and this is the back cover. I think that's it. The fate of the world is in your hands. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelists of the Roses. Oh, my brother had this game. Includes 3 limited edition official game cards. Then we have the back panel. And then that's it. It says page 114 out of 115, but that's the furthest it's going to go. Alright then. Well, like I say, it has been over a year since I've done one of these. Will I do more? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. But I totally forgot just how long it can take. We just take out as well. Just take it out of me as well. But that's been it. To be honest, this isn't the one I wanted to look at today. The one I had lined up was a different one, but it wouldn't load up because the Internet Archive has had some issues lately. They've got a DDoS attack. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, but it's back up now. And I thought, oh, okay, I'll do this one. Right. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.